You're watching this because a cold email worked on you. Let that land for a second. Out of everything competing for your attention right now, ads, social, referrals, a plain text email cut through the noise, and you clicked. That's not luck. That's the system. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how it works and what it could do for your agency. Hi, my name is JJ Lataif, founder of Fury Leads. We are a cold email outbound agency built specifically for marketing agencies, recruiting agencies, and professional service firms who are tired of depending on referrals, tired of burning money on ads that don't even convert, and finally, tired of hiring lead gen vendors who are overpromised only to hand you a simple empty spreadsheet 3 months later. If that's been your experience, we already know exactly what it feels like. You sign the contract, you pay the retainer, and maybe 90 days later, your sales calendar looks exactly the same as it did before. That's not a messaging problem. That's an infrastructure problem. And it's the exact same reason we built Fury Leads the way we did. Let me tell you a little bit more about cold email outreach as it actually is, because most people get this completely wrong. Cold email is not spam. It's not a mass blast. If you do it correctly, it's a precise system where a targeted personal message lands directly in the inbox of your exact ideal client, someone who has never heard of you and decides to open a real business conversation. But here's what most agencies selling you this service will never tell you: the email itself. The copy, the subject line, that's maybe 20% of whether it works. The other 80% is the infrastructure. We're talking about secondary sending domains. We never touch your company email domains. We're talking about custom tracking domains, inbox warm-up that runs every single day, not just for the first 2 weeks before a vendor sets it and forgets it. Google now enforces a spam complaint ceiling of 0.1%. That's one person per thousand hitting report spam before your entire sending infrastructure gets completely flagged. Microsoft began outright rejecting non-compliant cold emails back in 2025, not moving it to junk, rejecting it entirely. And most agencies' tools still show it as delivered. Now, this is why most cold email campaigns collapse at month 3. The vendors running them don't even know what they don't know, but we do. I've competed my whole life, running marathons, triathlons, soccer, track, CrossFit. And the one thing that competition teaches you that nothing else does is this: the scoreboard doesn't lie, and preparation is never optional. I bring that same standard to every client campaign we run. We don't guess, we test. We don't set and forget. We monitor complaint rates, deliverability scores, and reply signals every single day. We treat your pipeline like a competition because we know fully well your competitor with a real outbound system is already playing that game, whether you are or not. The name Fury Leads isn't about aggression. It's about the intensity of focus. In every sport I've competed in, the athletes who win aren't always the most talented. They're the most prepared. And that's exactly how we show up for your business. Now, if you've heard enough, if this is something already resonating with you where you are right now, there's a link below this video. If you click it, you can book a free 30-minute strategy call with us, and we'll map out exactly what this looks like for your agency. No pressure and no pitch deck. If you want to see the full system first, keep watching. Either way, you're going to leave here with more clarity than you did before. Here's how Fury Leads works for agencies like yours. Now, how do we do things? We don't buy lists, we build them. Using enrichment and verification tools, we identify and confirm your exact ideal clients. The key decision makers at the marketing agencies, recruiting firms, and professional service companies you actually want to work with before a single email goes out. Rewrite your sequences, launch your campaigns, and monitor reply rates, complaint signals, and deliverability data every single day. We A/B test subject lines, openers, offers continuously, and we cap every sequence at 3 to 4 touches because the fourth follow up is where most campaigns go to die. And we adopt based on live data, not last quarter's assumptions. The result is real qualified conversations in your calendar within the right people, not open rate reports, not vanity metrics, but real conversations. And here's what working with Fury Leads looks like in practice. We handle the entire outbound operation from end to end: the domain setup, the infrastructure, the list architecture, email copywriting, sequencing, daily monitoring, and your job is just to show up to the conversations we put on your calendar and just close them. We're founder led. When you work with Fury Leads, you work directly with me, JJ, and not some junior account manager following up with a checklist. I am in your campaign every single week. Now, I can't make promises I can't keep, but I will commit to is this. Within 60 days of launch, you will have a fully operational outbound system producing real conversations with real makers at your target accounts. If that's not producing, we don't move on until it is. That's not a marketing line. That's how I operate. We built this system right the first time. That's what lets us stand behind it. And one last thing. I currently have 5 open client slots, and I keep them small on purpose because I don't dilute the attention I give each client just to grow faster. When those 5 spots are filled, the door closes until the next quarter. You have 2 options right now. Option 1 is to close this video, keep running on referrals, and hope the pipeline fills itself. Maybe it does, and maybe it doesn't. But you have option 2. You click the link below, book a 30-minute strategy call with us, and let me show you exactly how we build this for your agency. You will leave that call with a real game plan, whether or not you decide to work with us. Your call.